Good afternoon, Saxena sir. Shall we start? Shall we start, sir? Okay. Yeah.
I am visible, audible?
Yeah, you're visible and audible, sir.
Okay.
So I welcome each and everyone to the second session of 7-day national level FDP on prospects and retrospects in life sciences. It's not about perfect, it's about effort. And when you bring that effort every single day, that's where transformation happens. That's how change occurs. A very good afternoon to one and all gathered here. I take this privilege to warmly welcome all our delegates and participants. My soul heartily welcomes you all on the behalf of DPT Stars King Ratnaved Subramaniam College of Arts and Science, Sulur, Coimbatore. The Department of Biochemistry cordially invite you for the national level 7-day FDP on prospects and retrospects in life sciences. Welcome is to show honor, to establish integrity. Now, I would like to call upon our respected HOD, Ms. Shamina, to give the welcome address. Welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you, Kavyarsi. You can just mute over here now. So good afternoon, one and all present here. So on behalf of the Department of Biochemistry, I welcome all the delegates and faculty members who are joined the session for afternoon session over here. So on behalf of the management of Ratnaved Subramaniam College of Arts and Science, on behalf of the principal, vice principal and the DBT Star College coordinator, Dr. Dhanabalan, I welcome our Honorable Chairperson of the session, Dr. Ankur Saxena, Professor and HOD, ICT, Member of R&D and IRG Cell, and the Coordinator of Patent Information Cell, Sankalchal Chand Patel University, Vishnagar, Gujarat. So we welcome you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
So, thank you, sir. So we are very much interested in listening to your talk on role of IPR and patent filing in academics. So without taking much of the session time, I'd like to hand over the session to the next person. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. I heartily welcome Ms. Shiva Ganesh, Assistant Professor, Department of Biochemistry, to give a special introduction about our chief guest.
So thank you, Kavyarsi ma'am. So on behalf of the management principal, I would like to introduce our resource person, Dr. Ankur Saxena, Professor and heading 2 departments, ICT and Artificial Intelligence and DS, member of R&D, IPR Cell Coordinator of Patent Information, Faculty of Engineering and Technology for this national level virtual FDP on prospects and retrospects in life sciences. Sponsored by DPT Star Scheme and organized by the Department of Biochemistry, Ratnaved Subramaniam College of Arts and Science, Sulur, Coimbatore. He will deliver the topic on role of IPR on patent filing in academics. He is a member of R&D and IRG Cell, Coordinator of Patent Information Cell in Sankalchand Patel University, Vishnagar, Gujarat. Dr. Ankur Saxena specializes in digital image processing. He completed his BTech from Nagpur University. He completed MTech in Computer Science and Engineering. He completed his PhD from Uttarakhand Technical University, Dehradun. His area of research is in digital watermarking technique for improving QoS. He is currently guiding 7 research scholars in various domains of computer science. He has over 22 years of teaching experience in UG and PG level. His subject's interest is in digital image processing, advanced computer architecture, operating system, software engineering, and computer networking. He has published more than 20 research papers in various national and international reputed journals. And his professional achievements in patents field: smart food monitoring machine for storing and monitoring quality of food, computer implemented method for financial audit analysis based on artificial intelligence. And he has got many more awards and achievements. He had got many awards in various aspects. Received Eminent Scientist Award in 2020. Received Global Teacher Award in World Biggest Mega Virtual Award ceremony in November 22, 2020. Listed as the editor in American Journal of Artificial Intelligence. Received International Award for Best Teacher with a huge potential in Surge University Indoor. Once again, I warm welcome you, sir, for this FDP. I will hand over this session to the resource person. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Ganesh, sir, thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
It's my privilege to give a session on this renowned college, which is, I saw that banner that it says that this college is NAAC accredited for the 3 times with the A grade. It's a very big honor to me that I'm speaking to such a renowned college, having so much of intelligent and beautiful faculty members there, so qualified faculty members. So before the start of my session, it's my privilege to honor and give my regards to all the chairmen, trustees, HODs, faculty members, students, all those who are present today, and especially my special thanks to the Dr. Dhanabalamji, HOD, Department of Microbiology, and Mrs. S. Shamina. She's the head of this biochemistry, HOD. So ma'am has followed me very much. And I'm very sorry that I can't be able to answer many times to her query. And at the last, but not the least, I must convey my thanks to all the trustees there of this college for giving me this platform to share some views, some concept regarding patent information system, patent filing systems, and all those things required. Because this FDP which you are going to have is of life sciences. And as you already said that I'm a person of computer science, basically dealing with AI and all those things these days. So I don't have any idea. So initially I said no to ma'am, but when she insisted and then she has given this importance to patent, then I said that, okay, ma'am, I will share some information regarding patent filing. And I hope all the listeners there are all faculty, because this is FDP. So obviously they are all faculty members. And if they are all faculty members, they are definitely guiding the PG students there or the UG students there. So if they're guiding these students, so I hope after my talk, after my session, I request in my talk also, I will compel you to, from today onwards, we have to see those projects, those theses, those work done by the student, and with your help as your guide, you have to see that if there is some inventive step was taken, if there is some small incremental thing which we can say it's an innovation, it's a new thing. So then you have to think over this patent, because I'm very sorry to say, as you all know, you are all faculty members, I must say that these days, the older days, what they say that what happens actually in the past days, when we say that we are a PhD, people from various colleges or universities welcome them. Okay, sir, please join us. And they talk about salary part. But now things are today in scenario, things are not changed. If you say you are PhD or you are a UG or PG qualified, then too also the method of having an interview is not changed. The interviewers always ask about your publications, about scope of publication or SCI publications, or how much you have an idea about NBA accreditation, how much you have an idea about and knowledge about back accreditations. These things are now going to check in your interview. Also, if you think that there is one component which you all know. That component is called as API score. I know that everybody is aware of this API score. Whenever we do some publications in a good journals, or whenever we do something book writing or chapter publication, we always going to increase our API. We have to increase API score every day, every moment, so to get a better job in future also. Or if you are working on a same organization also, then you have to bring the laurels for your institute, for your college, by doing such things. Because see, your college is, as I have said, it's very happy. I'm happy to know that this college is got A grade, and three from in bracket it is mentioned 3 cycles. So it's a very bigger thing, and I know because of you all, this college, this trust is having this type of grade in NAC. So keep on doing good work. And as you know, that I said also in previous, that we have to increase our API scores every day. So every little method, every little hard work done by you gets counted, and not only it brings laurels to your college, but it brings laurels to your itself, your resume, but everything get increased, and you get a better chance in future also. So today I'm going to speak on patent filing procedure, because time is very less. I don't think so I would be able to cover in 1 hour or in the remaining 45 minutes that the IPR, because I know if I talk about IPR, it will take time. Nobody can in the whole world can explain the IPR in a half an hour or 15 minutes. So, but I know that knowing about IPR is good, but basically our faculty member is going to deal with the patent whenever they do some thing they want. Because see, IPR is having 4 branches. It deals with patent, it deals with trademark, it deals with copyright, and it deals with design. So mostly as a faculty member, yes, I know that mechanical engineers and all those things are also dealing with the design part also. They are dealing with copyright also. But as a faculty member, we mostly 80% faculty members goes for a patent. So IPR, one component is patent actually. So not looking on the other components of the this IPR, I will today going to focus on patent filing. So because I don't think so this is an interactive session, but I will say yes, that if somebody wants to raise hand or somebody wants to ask some question, you can type your queries in your chat box, and I will take at the end of the session, if possible, I will take 1 or 2 questions which are very important. Otherwise, I am going to share my email ID also and phone number. But yes, if you send your queries afterwards, if you're doing something, if you want help from my side, you can shoot your queries on my email ID. So now I'm going to start this presentation, which actually I have made for my own university. I have given several presentations here. So if you see the email ID in this first, is it, ma'am, is it was visible, my slides now in the screen?
Sir, the sites are visible, sir. It's visible.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So I will request the audience there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. I request the audience there to kindly note down my personal email ID rather than this one, which is mentioned in the PPT. This is my official. Don't shoot your queries in this, but please write down my personal email ID, which is Ankur Saxena, ANKUR, Ankur Saxena, 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 Ankur Saxena, 19 June. It is 19JUNA, 19 June at gmail.com. This is my personal email ID. Whenever you shoot any query, I will answer there in a best possible way, which I can do. Okay. So starting with this presentation, I would like to give a flow of my presentation. The flow of a presentation says that what is patent and what inventions are patentable, other things. So as you see that there are 6 points in which I'm going to speak today, but yes, there are few points which I will say in a fly. In a fly means in between my talks, you can note down some of the things which I will say in a hurry. So those things are also important. I will more on focus on step number 5, because step 5 will give the idea how many steps you have to follow for applying for a patent. I am audible. I think my voice is crisp and clear there. Hello, ma'am.
Sir, yes, sir.
Okay, because why I'm asking this again, because my office there is an issue of network. So I'm afraid.
Sir, you're perfect. You're perfect. We can very well see you, as well as very well see your presentation, sir. It's exactly clear. No issues.
Okay,
no interruption in the audio also, sir. Once if there is any interruption, immediately I will respond to you, sir. Okay?
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Okay, Saxena, sir. Thank you.
So this is the first slide. Now I have to create a buzz. Already the patent word is a buzz in the market. Everybody hear this word, patent. And everybody dream also to have a patent, some in their what you call achievements, 1 or 2 patents. Everybody wants, but nobody is giving time. Nobody is giving time to do something useful. So what my session is this: maybe you are a faculty member, you may not get any time to do something, but every HOD and every authority has given you some in which you guide. So if you see all those work, all those theses, all those projects, then you will find that yes, then you have to take a decision. Yes, this work of the student can be go for patent. And please note it down. When the student work goes for a patent, you can become a inventor in that, because you are a guide, you are a mentor. So you have a full rights to mention your name while filing the patent. I will show you my documentation also. When you file this thing, you can put your name on the top of, means in serial number 1 and 2. You along with the other faculty member, 1 or 2 can become an inventor, the other can become a members, or else do one thing. You can make all the students along with you inventors. You can define and declare that all the names mentioned there, because patent is not a one man show. It requires a teamwork. You have to make a team of 6 or 7 at least. But lesser the number of members there, it will be good. Why? I will tell you later in my presentation. Lesser the number of members there, it will be good. But yes, nowadays people are taking 10, 11. That is a wrong practice. But yes, take a medium value. You can have 5 or 6 members in one patent, because there are 4 or 5 students and then 1 or 2 faculty members. It will become 5 or 6 members in a patent when you file that. Okay, I'm going to start. The importance of this patent. See what happens. Let's take example of some software. Let's take example of PUBG. Let's see. Somebody, if you have made a software, gaming software like PUBG or something else, initially when you're doing that, you don't know the success of that game. In future, that game can become a much famous, and it can go 2 miles. It can cover miles, and then there always a chance to generate some revenue, generate some money. But what happens if you make a game just for a fun? And let's suppose you have uploaded that in the Google. Now 1, 2, 3, and after some days, that game become a buzz, a very famous game. Let's suppose. What happens? Anybody can copy your game, can somewhat changes some features or a name of that game, and that person can go for patent or a copyright, and that game will become him or hers. You cannot do anything. You will lose the battle. You will lose the field, because when you have developed that thing, you have never gone for patent or something like that. You will lose your game, and somebody else will enjoy the fruitfulness of that game or that revenue which is going to be generated in the coming future. So what is the means I want to say? Whenever you do something, if you think that it is a good idea, it is having some inventive steps, it is having some innovations, this can become a good work. And if your heart says that this work is a novel work, unique work, then my dear friends, definitely you try to go for patent. And if you get a patent grant, there are two steps. When you have to, one is you file a patent, it becomes online. But after so many steps, after hearings and those things which I'm going to cover in my presentation, then later in the down the line, you will get the patent grant. If you get the your patent grant, then it will be yours for 20 years. 20 years. You can enjoy the fruits. You can enjoy that for 20 years. After 20 years, it will come on a public domain. It is mandatory. The government will make that all your documents and everything, your inventions, automatically it will come on a public server. It will become public. Then you cannot do anything. But yes, for 20 years, you can sell your design. You can sell your license. You can sell the rights to some other person who is going to make that product or going to earn some money. And you can become a partner, share partner in that profit margin. So this is the thing which I want to say. So the first slide says that if you are inventing something and suddenly you become worried that this is going to be a big thing, and maybe you have get some money from that, but if you have not done this patent or copyright, you will not get any revenue out of that. Somebody else will steal your work. So don't let anybody else to steal your work. The process is you can choose any of these things which IPR says. Again, I'm repeating, the IPR says 4 things. One is patent, copyright, trademark, and design. Think over it. Your invention, your good work belongs to which category? And what from these 4, yeah.
It's clear, sir. It's clear.
From these 4 things, means patent, again repeating, patent, copyright, design, and trademark. Take a nice decision. What you actually want from these 4, do it. Do it and make that thing your intellectual property. Now I'm going to tell you the full form. Maybe some of you of them don't know the full form of this. The IPR says your intellectual property rights. You have to earn the rights of your intellectual work. That is IPR. So any of these 4 you can do, but I am focusing on today on patent. So what is patent? Patent is a legal document that is granted by the government of the state or the country, depending on the national rules. Whatever it falls to, it falls to state, the government of the state will give you. If it falls to a whole country, the country, the center will give you the rights. It gives an inventor of a particular thing the exclusive rights to make, use, and sell his or her creation. You can make, you can use, or also you can sell your innovation to some other company also, which can develop some product out of that. Or anything you can do, but it will be yours. Not only yours, it will belong to all the members of that patent. All the members. If it is 6, it belongs to all 6. So the basic idea of the system is to encourage the inventors to safeguard. The word is safeguard. Safeguard your creations, whether it is a books or movies or any artwork. It can be anything which can come under the patent list. Because there are some items, there are some things which government never allows for the patent purpose. I will tell you later. But if your artwork or some movies or book or paper or publication or any invention, anything, you can go for patent. However, one can protect this asset under the of copyright. See, there's one more way copyright it is saying. Means, as I said, that copyright, trademark, if you read the second paragraph of this current PPT, you will see that it is actually a intellectual property, and you can safeguard by trademark, by copyright, by patent, and all those things. So next, come to the type of things which are actually allowed for this. It must be a novel and one of its kind. It means that a particular invention must be new, and there should not be any traces of the previous work. If somebody has already worked on that, then you are not allowed to go for patent for the same work. That your work should be novel. Means some bit of change, some bit of novelty should be there from the existing work, जो somebody had done in the past. It should be different from that. The second point says it must be unique. Again, the same thing. It must be unique, an improvement in the current technology. You're changing the technology, or you're making some initial or incremental changes in technology, and you're getting some good outputs. That outputs are good with the previous outputs coming in a lesser time, blah blah blah, etc. Then it is said to be a unique. It must be useful. The third point says it must be a useful. It should add some value to the life of the common man. Means society. It should be useful for the society. And see, I must say that there are many products are now in the market which are very much useful for the common man. The things are coming, the products are coming. From where they're coming? They have taken the rights from, if it is patented item, then they have taken the rights from those persons, and then the company is making those things. And it is actually MOU between the patent rights person and the person who is making the some items or some goods from out of that. It's a between MOU. Means if they are sharing the revenue, and in what way they are actually sharing the profits or some rights, something like that. It depends upon the things. Or see, it must not be used for any immoral purpose. These things are always checked when you file the patent. On these parameters, the things are being checked. What work you are actually claiming that this work is my novel work, this can be patented. So on these points, the first investigation was on these few things. It is all checked. Then this slide says that what are those items, those things, those inventions which are not permitted for going for a patent. I'm not going to read all those things, but there are some areas. Yes, if you see the points, bullet points, there are some methods or areas in agriculture, horticulture also, in medical line also, there are some things which are not allowed to go for a patent. The last third point is more important. There are some things, if it relates to atomic energy, they will not allow you for going for a patent. These all are reserved for central government. They are not going to allow these things which are reserved or which are not allowed to go for a patent. Next is your how to get a patent in India. See, today I will focus. See, there are many such things, many theories are there. If you see the Google, if you go to Google and search, you will get many theories. So I'm not going to waste my time in this because these are simple things. But yes, for the audience, I will say one thing that maybe all of you, maybe few of you may, after my session or in the today evening, they might think of doing a Google that yes, today we have listened to the Dr. Ankur Saxena. He is talking about patent. Let's check in Google, and the very first thing the person does is he or she types on a Google search bar how to file a patent in India. If you type this, okay, very fine. Press the enter button, you will find so many links. But please note one point, that when you, from the top, the few links which appear in front of your eyes is actually are of those persons which are actually agents, which are actually attorneys, or a persons who are open a company, they are dealing with a company, and they're involved in helping the persons like you and me for getting a patent. They're having a company, and they're earning so much amount of money also. So, friends, if you Google, then please make sure the links, those links on the left hand side, on those links, it will mention that AD means, you all know what is the meaning of AD. It is an ad. So many few links in the start, you will find these ad links. I request you all, please don't click those links. But because if you click those links, they will ask you, means your email ID and phone number and all those things. Please don't give your email ID and phone number to them, because your life will become miserable. They are agents. They will call you day and night. Number of calls you will receive from multiple persons, and they will talk with you with so polite words, with so honey coated words, that you will fall in a trap. And their motto is to get 28,000, 35,000 or something like that from you as soon as possible. They will show you the dream, a very sweet dream, that they will make you believe that if you give the document to them, your any novel work or any such thing, and they will show your dream that within 3-4 days or 10 days or 15 days or 1 week, 1 month, they will get you the patent. Now, what happens? People doesn't know what is patent and how far it goes. What are the steps involved? How this agent is saying that they will make sure they will help you in a manner that you will get a patent within 2 or 3 days or 1 month. What the purpose is this? They want a money from out of you, and once you pay the money, then you will find yourself running from post to pillar and searching that person and calling that person on a mobile number which is previously was picked up, but after paying the money, they were not responding to you. Or if in case they will pick your call, then the answer will come that we are working on your work, on your patent. We are working for you only, sir, ma'am. We are working for you only. Please give us some time. Don't be in a hurry. Means the words will get changed once you pay the money. The words will get changed. So the purpose is to take money from out of you. So don't take those type of help, or don't give your email ID, phone number. If ever you want any person, look very closely, take the feedback from those persons which are already having done 1 or 2 patents with them, and they have some feedback. They know the in and out of that firm or that person, then only give money. And always note one thing more, always try to give money stepwise, because this patent having a 5-6 steps. You're going to see later on my this slides. There are 5-6 steps. They generally try to take the money for the help in one go. Don't give those money in a one go. Give them in a stepwise. For example, I'm giving an example also. If they say that, yes, Dr. Ankur, I'm going to file a draft. We will make you a draft, very fine draft, very good draft to submit in a patent office. We will fill from your side. Okay, very good. So means they are doing one work, the drafting part. So ask them how much they will cost only for drafting. The answer is 6,000, 7,000 rupees. Okay, they will work for you. They will add much more literature on that, much more intelligent thing in that, and they will make your abstract or your work in a presentable form so that that can be submitted and the application somehow goes for the patent grant. So they are, okay, I understand they are technical persons, belong to different domains. It is dental or pharmacy or engineering, like this. The experts have so much of variety. The second kind of persons which you met is they are called as content writers. They also help you in doing the drafting also. But always try to give the money stepwise. When they over with the one step, then try to give the money, a small amount of money for the next step. By this way you will be secure. But yes, I do agree that yes, for filing a patent we require such type of persons, so that they can help us for getting it done in a lesser time. Because we are all faculty members, we don't have time. We can think over, we can help the students, we can make the things novel, inventive, yes, but dealing with the government, the site and all those documents, there's so many steps, we don't have so much of time. So we take the help of these things to always try to take a wise decision. Now coming to the next slide, which says step for application of patent. This is a very much important thing which we have to note, that applying for a patent requires some steps, and you have to think on those steps. Later on, I will give you the link also, which is a government site link of IPR. You can go and take much more knowledge, because giving a knowledge in this 1 hour is very much difficult for any person. But I do request you, after my session, what are those sites, what are those URLs which you must visit and gain some idea, some knowledge, and then you have to move forward. So the steps for application of patent says you have to fill a government form, and you have to give the government fees for renewals, for forms, and thus you have to apply like this. If you choose to have an agent, then the charges for the professional. What does this line means? This line means, see, there are few things. There are charges for the government while filling the forms, and there are charges, the other categories, there are charges for the professionals, means agents which are helping them. There are two types of things. You have to pay for both the things. It is always recommended to get a patent through a registered agent. There are various agent available in the market which are registered. Those who have passed the examination of filing an IPR, they are registered agent. Only those agents can fill or apply for a patent on your behalf, nobody else. And now the steps. What are those steps for this? The first one is called as invention disclosure. Means you have to disclose your invention, whether it is initial or in a midway or it is fully completed. But you have to think and disclose your invention. The first step is to disclose your invention to the professional. Now, I'm stopping here because I want to give some example. Let's suppose I'm an agent and you are disclosing your invention to me. How do you believe that I'm a right person, I'm a right agent to whom you are going to disclose your innovative idea? And you have also, on my request, you also send the mail with all the documents and the abstract, everything to me. Just believing my words? No. You have to go for a signing, means MOU, between you and your agent, that yes, I'm disclosing my work with you, and you should not disclose it any further to anybody else. Otherwise, what will happen? They will ask you everything, and then they will sell your invention, your idea to the third party. And the third party is so smart that they will apply for the patent within 10 to 15 days. You will not be aware of that. But when you will get ready after 20 days or 25 days and you apply for the patent, it will not happen, because that idea is already stolen and the draft and that thing is already submitted with application number by some other person. So please make sure that you have to make a agreement between you and the agent that yes, I am disclosing you will not disclose it to any further person. It is recommended to submit each known fact about your invention. What is this line means? Means if you play smart, suppose you have done with the MOU, now you have a trust on that agent. But now also you are playing smart, that you are telling some of the facts of your invention to the agent, but hiding some of the things from him also. Don't do this because it will make your path difficult. The agent can also not be able to put your things in a right manner while filing the patent. So it will not be a true work. You have to share each small things of your invention, of your work or your student work, but through you. A student cannot describe the work because they are small, then they are very young and they are not that much matured. You as a faculty member can discuss that innovation in a nice manner with the agent, and you can share all the fine line details to him or her. You are not going to hide something. Then what will happen? Listen very carefully. When you discuss this invention with the agent or those persons, they will search the area by using some very good software tools. You don't have those software tools. They have. They search in India. They search globally also how much work and your work matches with some other work. How much means what percentage your work is matching with the work done by the other persons. If it matches 90%, 100%, 80%, the agent itself will tell you that don't go for the patent for this work. You're not going to have it. They will stop you there. But yes, if it is 50, 60%, then the other thing what they do, and for that they charge also, is that they will tell you the ideas that Dr. Ankur, please change this area or some add more figures, add some more figures, the flow charts, add some more design or change some technique. If they are smart, they will guide you in every way, every regard. And if you do that, then after some hard work, the agent will say, yes, now it becomes a thing of which we can go for patent. They will again try for you. So these are the few benefits which we get from agents, a very good ideas, suggestions from them. So the first thing which we got is the searching. Without searching, you cannot apply for the patent. Searching is very much important. Later I will tell you one more link. If you go via that treaty or that way, then you have to search in that link which is for the world. There is one organization, I will tell you later in my slide, that is a very strong software, very strong database. It is, if it says, it is believed that if your patent work get through with that software, then it is said that your work is very fine and very much novel. So again, going further, I hope you have understand the potential of these two steps. One is invention disclosure. The second one is called as patent search. The third one lies on you. You means your group, means all the 4 or 5 members which are planning for the patent have to take a decision that after the patent search, the agent will tell you that please take a decision whether we want to go for the application done or not. So the ball is in your court. Till now, the ball is in your court. You all together have to decide to go further or not. Okay, this is the third step. Fourth is the crucial step. Fourth step says drafting, means all those works should be drafted very well. The drafting procedure for the patent filing is somewhat different. And in this step also, the help, the suggestions, ideas from the agents are very much important. They will they will make your draft, your abstract very nice so that it can be go further miles. Listen, one point here I want to give one more point here. That is, if you are writing a paper, if you are doing some research work, your student are writing a paper, or you are helping in that, or you are writing a paper, some other faculty is with you. Please note it down. Don't get that paper published in any journal. Don't, if you think that this is a novel work, I will go for a patent for this work, decide wisely that time, but it should be prior to your publication. Don't get your paper published and then later on you decide for patent. It will not get patent because it will come on the online mode. Anything which comes on online mode, it is not allowed for patent. Your work will be disclosed. So please listen carefully. I'm repeating. Don't get your paper published if you're thinking for a patent. Go for the patent first, and then later on you can do the publication in any Scopus or CI journal if you want to. But if you are planning for a patent, go for the patent first, apply it first. See, then after this drafting, we have to file the patent application. It is very easy. You can read it. I am not going to waste time in this because some few very important slides are waiting for you all. So the first step says that filing the patent application. Okay, very nice. Then the 6 and 7 point says that when you file the application, friends, faculty members, when you file the application, you are filing for what? You are filing for a patent grant. You want to be done. So nothing can happen without examination. Your request will go for examination. There are so many steps for examinations. Generally, it will take 48 hours to start. But later on, I will tell you there are some forms available. If you fill that forms, and charges are, I think, extra 500 charges are there. If you file fast processing application, then your application can become online in a lesser number of days. I will tell you how. Then after the examination, see the 7th point. 7th point says in the examination, if some objections are raised, or some of the objections are raised, you have to draft and report again and submit to the officer again, challenging all those, overcoming all those objections. You have to give a very nice reply how well you have make those arrangements for dealing with these objections. You have to make changes. You have to give some more details. You have to add some more paragraphs. You have to make more designs and blah blah things. Anything, but you have to. It depends upon the objections. Which kind of objections you have received. It depends upon that. But you have to give a very nice reply to those objections. Moving further, if you're done with the all the objections, if it is cleared and you have met with all the requirements, the patent is granted. And again, I'm repeating my own words, that patent is granted for you and your team for 20 years. And the last line says that there are some methods. If you pay a small amount of money, the renewal will get some more years. But I don't believe this. Yes, I have wrote this line here in my slide, but still I have to work on this. I have to dig more information because as far as I know, there's no way out to getting a renewal after 20 years. So I have to work on it. But please, as of now, please note it down. If you get a patent grant, take it for 20 years. You can enjoy the fruits. You can enjoy the revenue or anything of your work till 20 years only. After 20 years, the government itself will make your all the invention, innovation, all the details in a public domain, public server, and any person in the whole world can see that work and can use that also. You cannot sue them in a court. Within 20 years, yes, you can send a legal notice or you can send something, anything you can do. You can take any legal action. But after 20 years, It will become into a public domain. Anybody can use, and you can even design, and anybody can make a product of it. You cannot raise any objection or do something wrong to any person after 20 years. So the rights belongs to you only for 20 years. Now this is a slide, very simple slides, which says that what are the benefits of getting a patent. Then the thing says, this slide I have copied from a government side. Please note this URL, which is in red color. If you go to this URL, sorry, some call is coming to my phone again and again. I think there is a meeting called, and the PA of the Vice Chancellor is calling me again and again for a meeting. But I have to finish my talk before I leave. So this URL will help you to go to a government website, and in which you will get a more detailed, step-by-step details how to do and file a patent. See, these are the offices of patents, belong to some set of what you call states. Listen very carefully. The state of Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, these all states belongs to office of Chennai. Patent office branch belongs to Chennai. Then the other state, Maharashtra, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, belongs to patent office branch Mumbai. Other than this, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir belongs to patent office branch New Delhi. The rest of the state which are not mentioned here will be taken care of by the patent office head office, which is called as Kolkata. The next is, again, I have bring the few points here, the steps of filing a patent, obtaining a patent. Now, this is a main important slide, which says the form numbers. If you fill the form number 1, these are the important forms. See, there are two halves of this slide. One is the legal information. If you see the right hand side, the other one says the technical information. In the legal information, you have to fill the form 1, form 3, form 18, form 9, and form 26. Some of the forms are filled, only one form are filled, which belongs to technical information. That is form 2. And that form 2 actually contains background of the invention, summary of the invention, claims, and the abstract of your work. But in the form number, if I come to the legal information side, you have to fill a form 1 by giving your name, address, inventors, assignee kaun rahenge. Everything, all assignments and things are covered in form 1. In form 3, assignments and details of foreign filling, which is not applicable here now. But in form 3, you have to give the assignments. By filling the form 18, I am giving my examination here. My example here in form 9. Form 9 says request for early publication. My second patent came within a week. Why? Myself and my team has filled and applied on 25th of December, 2020. 25th December, that is Christmas Day. We have filled that is my second patent, we have filled. But you can't believe, on 1st January 2021, means, just give me a minute, please. चलिए प्रिंसिपल ऑफिस में वहाँ पे बुला फोन कर रहा बार मीटिंग कोई होगी बता दीजिए सर उसमें है विदिन 5 मिनट्स आ रहा है अगर मीटिंग अगर है तो बता दे प्लीज सर को हेलो मैम आई एम ऑडिबल
सर यू आर ऑडिबल सर
okay so on 1st of January I have received my second patent online. It becomes online within a week. Why? Because if you fill a form which says request for early publication, form 19, it charges 500 rupees only extra. So it will become means early. It will be considered for the early publication. Otherwise, if you not fill the form after applying after 18 months, it will be considered. So generally, people will fill this form 9, for the request for the early publication. So the listeners, please, faculty members, these are the few forms. And details of these forms you can find, because I am running short of time, you can find the details of these forms on that government website, which I have given the link. go and read. And then these are again the Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, Form 26. Again, I am repeating, to give the power of attorney, to give the declaration of the inventor, Form 5, request for early examination, Form 18. Like this, there are so many forms again which this contains. If you go to this URL, government website, if you click this hyperlinks, you will end up with those forms. You can see the format of those forms. You can get a better idea what type of information are filled in these forms. Now, this is a flow chart. There are two ways of filing a patent. One is with the provisional specification. The other one is with the complete specification. Faculty members, please note, if you're in a hurry, and if you have some idea, but you don't have that amount of money, if you don't have a complete specification, but then too you are going to apply, you can apply. See, you can apply, but you can apply with a provisional specification. What happens in this? What is the drawback of this? Drawback is this: it will give you a 12 months time to make it a complete specification. You get time. But if you fail to provide or do some necessary work within this 12 months, your application will get down. If it is going to get down, the fees which we have paid, I think it is 1,600 rupees. 1,600 rupees and other fees all will go waste. You have to restart the whole work. You have to again apply. But yes, the other right-hand side of this slide says, if you apply with a complete specification, then what happens? Publications under section 11A, early or post 18 months. Listen, see this, early or post 18 months. If you have not filled that form by paying 500 rupees, it will be considered publications only after 18 months. But if you fill that form by paying 500 rupees, then it will be considered after 48 hours only, after 2 days. But when it goes for examination, see, there are two types of opposition is there. One is pre-grant, means before getting the grant, and the other one is post-grant, means you will get the objections either getting before the grant or after getting the grant also. There are some persons who may object. If they oppose, then your attorney will go for hearing in the court. Your patent will go for hearing, and that hearing will be done and handled by the attorney. You have to hire an attorney also. Those persons will go on behalf of you, and then they give answer in the court and deal with those hearings. Understand? If it is done, you will get a FER issued. What is the full form of FER? First examination report. FER will be issued. If it is issued, again the re-examination of the document which are changed with those after the hearing, you will change the documents. Again, those documents will go for re-examination. The controller offers a hearing again. And please make sure at least 2 or 3 hearings are always done for any patent before getting it granted. Controller offers a hearing to the applicant. Application is to be put in order within 12 months. We will get a time of 12 months. And if the objections are not met within 12 months, again, your application goes waste. But if the objections are met, grant of patent you will get under section 43, and you will get a publication of grant also. So this is a site which says World Intellectual Property Organization.
Excuse me, Dr. Kavita R, kindly stop presenting, ma. Okay, sir, you can continue.
So this is the last slide. Thank you so much for listening to me, and I hope I have given some brief idea about patent, and maybe from now onwards, out of these 38-40 persons which are there in the line, if 1 or 2 get some way forward, so my labor of speaking for 1 hour will not go waste. Thank you so much.
Sir, it was really a very nice session. You gave the tips and nooks and corners about what we need to be shrewd enough. So it never went waste. Every minute, every slide, every word that you have added, and this session was really blessings for us. How as a researcher, how we should take it into our career path. Sir, right now we can go for the query session, and there are one query that has been posted in the chat box. I'll read for you, sir.
Okay.
How safe would our invention be after the agent has agreed the MOU? If the agent violates it, will it be fought as a lawsuit in the court? What would be the other repercussions if the MOU is violated?
See, as I said, my speak, that they have passed one examination, they have got a license also, they got some number to do all these things. When you go for MOU, when you are going to deal with this type of, you're going to disclose your invention, you're going to give your work to them, you will ask for those numbers, those licenses which they have. Bus, that is all. And once you ask them, they will not dare to do anything, because if somebody opposes on the court that this person has violated the rules and disclosed my invention to somebody else, and if you prove that, they will lose their license, and the lot of work they have done for passing that examination, for getting those license, will all go waste. They will be barred and blacklisted. So it is very well safe. And I will give more focus on this if this query will shoot to me on my personal email ID. If some more details are required, I will give the answer there also.
Okay, sir. I hope, Asha, madam, I think your doubt is clear. And there is more appreciation messages getting in my chat box and also in for my personal WhatsApp, sir. So very informative, and the session was very useful, it seems. So thank you, sir. And again, if there is any queries, participants, you can directly unmute, or else you can post in the chat box.
See, if I say by mistake, no, I will not say by mistake, but yes, somehow if you see my first slide, there's my personal mail, personal phone number also disclosed. So maybe I will get somewhat disturbed, but yes, see what happens. I will say one line only. People always afraid of giving their personal phone numbers because they are afraid that they will get calls from late night or something like that. But why I have disclosed this phone number? See, listen my line. I will take 1 minute only. We all are sailing on a same boat. All the listeners are faculty members. This is FDP. I am speaking on a DP, not to the students. So we are all friends. We all are faculty members. So my line is that we are all sailing in the same boat. So in that way, I'm helping my own colleagues and my friends. Disclosing my phone number is not a big issue. If I get disturbed, please make sure if you shoot your queries on my WhatsApp or in my email ID, I would like to help you, because if I help you, my knowledge domain, which is very less right now, I must say, will get enhanced. Yes, by God's grace, I got 2 patents online right now, and they're going further for the grant also. And I'm working in one Australian patent also. Maybe within 15-20 days, by blessings of all of yours, maybe I get one Australian patent also. There are one Australian patent, American patent, Indian patent, all are this. So I'm trying my hands nowadays with one Australian patent also. So means I'm saying, I will be happy to help all those faculty members there. Fine?
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Even I shoot the questions on my personal email ID.
Yes.
In my personal ID, ankur19ju@gmail.com.
You can, participants, if you have further queries, you can also post to sir's personal mail ID or else to his number, what he has posted in his first slide. So like, you can ask. So again, we are getting more appreciation messages, sir. So thank you so much. And over to you, Kaviyarasi. Kaviyarasi, are you connected?
Is the feedback is...
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your informative session. So if there is any queries, kindly mute your audio and you can raise the question or else post it in the chat box. So now I would like to call upon Dr. Kavita, Assistant Professor, Department of Biochemistry, to give away the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Kavirasi
Welcome,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you. Good evening, all. I deem it a great honor and privilege to propose the vote of thanks on this memorable session. Let me first of all start by giving glory to the Almighty God for making today's session a resounding success. First and foremost, I thank our guest, Dr. Ankur Saxena, Professor and Head, ICT, Sankalchand Patel University, who spared time from his busiest schedule to grace the occasion. The session was full of knowledge and interesting. It gave deep insight into the topic. Thank you, sir. I take this opportunity to express our sincere thanks to our management, Principal Dr. T. Shivakumar, Deputy Star College Coordinator Dr. Dhanapalan for their guidance. I would also like to thank our beloved HOD, Mrs. Shamina, for her moral support and guidance. Also extend thanks to all the staff members for their enormous cooperation. Finally, I thank participants for your cooperation to make this session a resounding success. Finally, I leave you this inspiring quote by Swami Vivekananda: "Arise, awake, and start not until goal is achieved." With this quote, on behalf of Ratnavel Subramaniam College of Arts and Science, once again, thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. So,
You can just repost the feedback link once again. The participants are asking. Kavirasi? Yeah, you can repost the link. Lesha Nathan has asked the feedback link. Yeah, madam, it will be reposted in the chat box. So thank you all once again for joining the second session. So we can end up the session and meet you all tomorrow by 11 a.m.